Hello. Yes, I thought so. Exactly right for my introduction. So, now my own music disturbs me. This is a book called Cain's Jawbone, which is a big mystery novel that apparently only 3 people ever solved. And it was published a while ago. Let me check. Let me check. It's somewhere in here. It says 1900 something something. And 1934. There was prize money for those who solved this of £15. And they reissued it, and this time it's open until the 31st of December 2022. And this time the prize money is £250 or $350. And hey, Nonuru. And I mean, I'm not in for the money, I'm in for the challenge. And I thought it'd be funny to try and solve this together. I skimmed through some of the pages, but I haven't started much. Yes, and I just started to dismember my book. So we have the pages separately. It's printed only on one side, and it's supposed to be cut out. There's also a solving page. And what you want to do is put the book in the right order and also find out who was killed and who's the killer. So apparently 6 people are dead, or up to 6 people. And we need to find out who did it. Yeah, so the book is completely unordered, and it's our task to find out what happened. Right. I hope everyone's on board for now. Right now I'm still dismembering. I thought I'd document it for everyone wanting to join in chat or in Discord voice chat. It's fine, it's open for everyone. And we also have a music bot running there. You can listen to whatever we pick out or you pick out and want to show us. Or you can just listen to my voice while I try to solve this and play your own music. Yeah, I think that's it for... Oh my god. I just ripped the page apart. That's it for my introduction. Any questions? So I thought, oh my god, I ripped it even more. I thought I'd start after dismembering. I'd start with okay, that was not so pretty. I start with skimming through every page, reading every page, and get all the names I can find, all the places. There are also some poems, apparently. I'm not sure if it's one poem or multiple poems. I think it's multiple because it doesn't kind of fit all that well together. Yeah, so I have prepared, or I have open Google's tables. I will show when I start using it, where I will put in every page, a list of names we can find in those pages, and a list of places, and maybe I also thought time, if we can make it out, maybe if it's evening or morning or whatever. And then we'll just go from there, I guess, and try to piece it together. The last page I read, the very last page, it looks like it is the last page, but I'm not sure about that. I also know that there is already a Reddit for it, and people are working together there. For now, I'm avoiding those until I either get stuck or I want to confirm something. So, yeah, please refrain from just going to Reddit and reading what the people have found and telling me. And but if you have any clues yourself, if you're having any ideas, just share them and maybe we can solve this together. Also, no, that's great. That was half the pages, now the other half. Also, Xarian, if you wanna put on some music, feel free. I don't know anything right now. Right now I'm not reading, so it can also be something not concentrating. Wow, I started to rip out the pages so pretty and now I kind of fucked this up. Thank you for the music. Wow. I also put the page wrong. It gets worse. I think I need to rip this out. I also bought a lot of markers. Wait. I'm not sure if my address is on this. It's not. Okay. Markers. Eh. Yeah, I also thought maybe once I've ripped them out, I'm gonna read the instructions again. It's not much of instructions. It's really not much. It's kind of satisfying to rip a book apart. I thought I'd feel bad, but no. I never did a puzzle like that. Ugh. Look what I've done. I'm trying. My different, like the other way was quite good, but now I think it's because the pages were the other way around. Oh. It's fine, you can still read it. Okay, I need a different technique. Maybe if we start from the back or something? No. This works better. Did you ever do something like that? I like puzzle solving and mysteries, but I'm not necessarily good at them. I'm a very chaotic person, so I have a plan and I want to bring some structure into it, but I'm a person that very fast goes off that path and does something completely else, and then I forget what to do or what I was thinking. From work, I'm a programmer. I know that sometimes I have to write down my reasoning for things. Because sometimes I'm very sure of something and I think it through. I'm like, yeah, this is like this and this works like that. And it's fine how I did it. And then the next day I look at my code and I'm like, why the hell? How does this work? And I look at it again until I write down to myself, this works. You've checked this before. So I'm betting this will go the same. Ooh, 69 noise. I'm kind of misusing my microphone as a way to hold the camera. So I hope the sound is fine because it's not really exactly in front of me. In Discord, I'm using my other microphone, so. I think it would be easier if I got rid of those things there. Residues of pages. Almost done. It's exactly 100 pages. There's one guy called Henry and I think he's dead. It's all I have figured out with skimming through. It's also written, there is a German version of it. And once I've written a few pages in English, I was questioning if that was a good idea. Some sentences are hard to understand for me, and I'm not bad at English, I think. But I'm not exactly familiar with 1930 English. It's sometimes very poetic, and there were mentions of names or things where I wasn't sure if this was like you know, like poetic way to name something or if it was the actual name of a person. So that will be funny. I'm not sure if this is part of the mystery or if I'm just not good at reading this. Go away! No, it doesn't get better than this. I mean, it works. I'm also not sure. Most of the pages I've seen were written from an eye perspective, so first person view. But I'm not sure if everything that's written there is from the same person's view. I kind of expect something like, I'm not sure what the English name of that book is, but something like Der Reigen. I think it's a German book anyway. It's not about murdering people, it's about sex. But it kind of goes around. So like the first person writes about having intercourse with the second person, and then the second person with the third, and the third with the fourth, and so on. I kind of expect something like that, but I might be wrong. I really have no clue what to expect. I'm on page 86, so we're almost there. Are you getting bored? I think they should have just sent it in single pages. That's true. Yeah. Definitely not using scissors here. Hey Brainbug, why am I destroying a book? Because this is a mystery novel. And the pages are not in the right order. And we try to bring it in the right order. And as you can see, there are, like, it says to cut them out. I'm ripping them out, but same thing. So it's allowed, it's okay. We're not hating books. This is supposed to happen. Also, this works better than before now. Nope. Nope, it doesn't. Do it the other way around again. Yeah. Oops. Your heart seeing that? Does it hurt that I rip a book apart? It's okay. I can explain it again, I guess. So this is Cain's Jawbone. It's a murder mystery novel, and it consists of 100 single pages printed only on one side, so exactly 100 pages. There are at least 6 people dead, and there are 1 or 6 murderers, I guess. And we need to figure out what is the right order of this novel, what is who got killed, full name, and who did it. That's our objective. We're gonna read the full book today. What I wanted to do is, I don't know how far we will get. What I wanted to do is, now that I'm done ripping out, almost, I will start reading and going through the pages. I also prepared Google tables where we will put every page number with every character on each page, every descriptive things about where this page takes place, and maybe we can even make out a time frame, you know, like morning or evening, and start a list on that. And then I don't have a big plan after that. I hope that we can find the same character multiple times and try to piece together this character's story and try to piece it together like that. I know there's also already some Reddit and a lot of people are trying to solve this. Apparently, thus far, only 3 people ever solved this. And there's a prize money of £250 or $350. Not really after the... But the book says 250. Oh, wait, did it say 2019? Okay, yeah, okay, so this is brought out third, fourth, I don't know what time. The first time was 1934. Yeah, so I avoid spoilers from Reddit. Apparently there are like some confirmed pages, but I try to start by myself at least. If you have any clues, puzzle yourself, have ideas, just point them out. Please just don't go to Reddit, read what they read, and then just tell me. That's all I ask. If you came to a conclusion yourself and you want to tell me, sure. Yeah. So you want me to read the introduction? Or should we just jump in? I think I will just start with the tiny introduction. Can you so yeah? Wow. Oh. I'm not sure if we will ever solve this, but we can try. Maybe it will be Mystery Sunday then. So, the introduction. Can you solve? I have no clue how to read this name. Torquemada's murder mystery. Be assured that there is an inevitable order, the one in which the pages were written, and that, while the narrator's mind may flit occasionally backwards and forwards in the modern manner, the narrative marches on, relentlessly and unequivocally, from the first page to the last. Please note, this puzzle is extremely difficult and not for the faint-hearted. That's the introduction. I will switch the camera a bit now. So you can see the pages better. I should probably also turn this. But then I can't read it. Oh, I can read it from my screen. Still, that's annoying. Let me... How can I turn things in OBS? I don't know. I don't know if I can. Oh no, Lucy is coming. Lucy, please. Lucy just said hello. Let the cat read it. I will just throw the pages on the floor and she orders them for me. I'm sure that will work. Okay, so I got markers. I got another screen. Hey, Asia. Oh no, which screen did I use? Yeah, this one. Yeah, feel free to join the voice chat in Discord for either only music or put on your own music. Or talk to us, whatever you want. So, Lucy. I'm not very good at Excel stuff, but I thought, yeah, we need to make this a little bit bigger. Oh no. Lucy. Lucy apparently wanted to show her butt. How about we calculate first the option how you can arrange the pages? Wait, was that a serious question or did you mean I will just have Lucy do it? She won't leave me alone now. I know it. A joke for Wahrscheinlichkeitsrechnung. Oh my god. Lucy. Lucy. I never had Wahrscheinlichkeitsrechnung in school. Is that weird? We just skipped that. Anyway. What a...
Yes, that's weird. I had to sit through it 3 times. At school, for my bachelor's, and for my master.
Our maths teacher was like, nah, we don't need that. I think I had it in university. I didn't have Zentralmatura.
Yeah. But now you would have.
So what I thought was like, or actually we can skip pages and say the number on the side is pages. And now we have, oh wait, then it starts at 2. Anyway. I said I'm not good at Excel. Then we have, let's say, names. And places, which can also be descriptive, I think. And then maybe time. And we're starting with dead. Does that make sense to everyone? How can I... Oh, I'm not very good at Excel. I need someone else just doing Excel for me.
Sorry, too much
Never
trauma
mind.
from Excel.
Never mind. It's fine. It'll work out. It's not that important. I'm
Did you
gonna...
know if you programmatically access an Excel sheet, the columns are in the columns indices start at 0 and the rows at 1?
Okay. I didn't know that.
That's really stupid.
Gotta put chat over here. Super Markt. I could also share the Excel link, I guess. But I don't want to have too many people write on it, I think. Also, I think now would be a good time for concentration music. However that
What's
may sound.
concentration music for you?
I don't know.
I'm playing classical music, isn't that enough?
I mean, that's good. It doesn't have vocals. That helps, I think. Oh my god, I got doxxed. Ah no, you can see it. Haha. It was my real name for a second. I'm gonna post the link in chat, whatever. Alright. Let's begin. I'm not sure if I should read this out loud or just let you read it, and then I'm also reading it silently and write the names down.
Much faster if you read it silently.
Yeah. We can spot names together. So I'm also not sure if I give like every person a color. I'm not sure how many persons there are, so I'm not sure if this works. I will also get a pen just in case. Or if we give like persons a color and then places a different color. I think that makes sense, maybe.
You could give a color for people, a color for time.
Yep.
A color for places, yeah.
I'm not sure if maybe we get some other columns too.
Because if there are at least 6 people dead,
you
would need 6 colors for the people that are dead, and then you would need at least 1 color for the murderer, and probably there are other people because it wouldn't make sense otherwise.
As I said, I'm also not sure if the person writing each page is the same one, but I think so. Because this kind of sounds like it. Because it says why the narrator's mind may flit occasionally backwards and forwards. Sounds to me like the narrator is always the same. So I'm gonna assume that it is. I hope that makes sense. So I will not mark I, because the protagonist will always be there and always be the same, I guess. I mean, there's a place, for example, but it's not the place they are right now. As I understand the sentence. Lucy's like, am I not more important? Am I not more interesting than this? Ow! She just hit me. Lucy, what the fuck? Please, Lucy. Also, I hope you understand now what I meant with the English is hard for me to understand, and sometimes I'm not sure if that's a name or not.
I mean, it's from the 1930s,
yep.
So yeah.
Lucy just...
Imagine if it were from 1830.
Wow, I think I wouldn't understand a word then. But I meant, for example, as I watch the sea, Casey Ferris passes with down-dropped eyes. Is that a person now, or... I mean, I'm not sure what else it would be, but...
in capital letters.
I mean...
people always start with capital letters. And most words in English do not start with capital letters.
That's true, but you can also be Shakespeare and start everything with a capital letter. That's just important.
I don't think it's written that way, but I also wouldn't bet my money on it.
Okay, so we say this is a person, I guess. This is our first person. Actually, I might just read it out loud because I need to read every sentence very slowly anyway. And then we can discuss if this is a name, a place, or if it doesn't matter, I guess. So, I sit down alone at the appointed table and take up my pen to give all whom it may concern an exact account of what may happen. Call me nervous, call me fey, if you will. At least this little pen, this mottled black and silver Aquarius, with its nib specially tempered to my order in Amsterdam, is greedy. It has not had much work since it flew so nimbly for the dead old man. Do we count the dead old man a person?
That old man could
be himself.
Get a name at a later point. Maybe the narrator just doesn't tell now.
Yep. I was also thinking maybe he means himself.
Yeah.
And means like dying, but I think we're gonna mark this person too. Maybe it's also his I don't know, teacher or whatever. I don't know. It could also be the same person as Casey Ferris, I guess. As I watch the sea, Casey Ferris passes with down-dropped eyes. Of course, today is, by the way, written like this all the time, and I don't know why. Maybe it was just how it was written at some point. Of course.
Also with her father, Casey Ferris is definitely a name.
Yep. That's true, yep. Of course, today is the day. Her father, I guess her father is also a person that might get a name.
Casey Ferris' father.
Yep. I will write them down in the Excel after we've read through, I guess. Her father reminds me of what the fuck is that word? Valetudinarian walrus. Alright. But she has, I suppose, to have somebody. Saint Lazarus in the Chine. I guess it's a place. To make places blue.
That's probably a church.
Saint Lazarus in the Chine is full, no doubt, already. I think she is rash, but it is none of my business. Where about the graves of the martyrs the way-ups are crying? My heart remembers how. Strange that he comes into my head so much today. I hope it's over some flotsam fish that the birds are making whoopee, but all the nice girls love a sailor. Ugh. Okay, so. I'm also wondering if he refers to her father or someone else. And this reads, I hope it's over some flotsam fish that the birds are making whoopee, but all the nice girls love a sailor. I'm not sure if that is a saying or something, or if it could mean that they are at this point at the sea, a pier or something, or close to. Or maybe I'm overthinking this. Also, I just thought maybe we don't only do names.
All the nice girls love a sailor is a song.
Oh. That's interesting. So I thought maybe I put this with people, or let's say people present and people mentioned. If that makes sense.
Sure.
Because, for example, her father isn't there, but Casey Ferris is, I assume. Because it's full, no doubt already. I think she's rash. Sounds like she's kind of wanting to go there, but it's full, and I don't know. So let's put down Casey Ferris. People mentioned Casey Ferris' father. Places. We could also separate those, maybe. Places mentioned, places they are in. Should we? Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Hi.
Did someone come in? Oh, hey, Brainbug. The music just stopped.
Yes, I'm on it.
Brainbug, if you're there, we can't hear you. If you're trying to say something. He's silent now.
Hello.
Oh, now we can hear you. Hello. How are you? We're still at the first page.
Give me a second. I have to make the music a little bit quieter. Go. Now I can hear you.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I've seen you are on the first page, and autofocus is really good. Not.
I'm sorry.
I can read it fine.
It's probably because it's a little bit like it's not straight.
Yeah.
But I don't have something to put my camera on, so. But it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. I will guess the half of the words. It's fine.
You just need glasses then. Alright, are we done with the first page? Do we assume that the
Done is
slower...
such a strong word.
For now.
Do you want to write down the dead old man into the Google Docs?
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
I'm not sure if that's the same one as the other one mentioned.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think that's the father.
Hmm.
I just put dead. Dead. He's a dad and he's dead. Question mark.
Dead.
Yes. I think that's the same person. Let's assume that's the same person. Yeah, I was the only thing I'm still not sure about is if this lower part. I know Brainbug can see it. Here.
All the nice girls love a sailor.
Yeah, because he starts to talk about this, I was wondering if this means that they are close to a pier or something.
Yeah. Maybe.
I mean, this is a church, I guess. But I think we can remember that without writing it down because it's called Saint Lasers in the Chine. I guess we could Google if this is a real place. That would maybe help.
Could I?
You want to? If I Google, you only see half, so...
Yes, it's a church in Macau.
In where?
Macau.
Where's
China.
that? China? What?
Yeah, in the Chine.
Oh, okay. But which country is that?
What? Macau isn't... Macau is a city-state of China.
Oh. Okay.
And in the China is probably an old saying for in China.
Mm.
This is in China. Is it close to a pier?
Macau is a ocean city. It's a port city.
So maybe I put this here. Because if there is another mention of like water or anything, that might help us. Time we don't really know, I'd say. No, I just wanted to... Okay, never mind. I'm bad at Excel stuff.
Page.
I just wanted it to make it bigger. How do I do that?
What do you want to make bigger?
I want this in the next line. Not like this. Aha! Made it. Right.
Shift enter probably.
It was Alt and enter.
Okay.
Ah.
Maybe I should put the pages on the side or something. Because this is fucking
Probably
confusing.
at some point.
Yeah.
Page. Alright. Are we happy with that page?
Can you give me some rights?
Yeah, how do I do that?
I requested them.
Oh, so I got an email. Wait.
Oh, maybe.
Probably shouldn't open that in the same browser.
No, I'm opening up on my phone. Oh yeah, brainbugged. What?
Locked forever.
I don't know. Element cannot be. Okay, wait. I'm quickly gonna turn this off if I know which one. Which are you? I don't even know how this is shown. What? Oh, there it is. Never mind. Okay, so. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if you need a different link or if it's still the same.
Mm.
Oh, I think it's still the same. It should work now.
Yes.
Okay. Great.
But your Excel sheet on OBS closed.
Oh, yeah. Right. Just in case I showed something that shouldn't be shown. It's also too big right now. Because you can't see the time anymore. Okay, I hope this is still readable. Okay, is everyone happy with the first page?
For now, yes.
I'm happy with the first page for now. Okay. Page number 2. I'm gonna let it read silent, or do you want me to read it out? I'm not sure.
Don't care.
I read it out. Then we can talk about everything right away. Or I give you a bit of time and then we just go through with every sentence together, maybe.
I think reading out loud is easier to follow.
Okay. Alright, it's also fine. I plunged for the last time. The few remaining figures and letters swam as they came up to me. Then I took them in. There were no more. I glanced about me. I felt I was getting my money's worth. London is like that. It accepts the wanderer home with a sort of warm indifference. I'd say London is a place. The woman's beauty was, I surmised, profound. Her creamy dress contrasting with her vivid coloring showed to me, though more as white against a gay brick. I don't know if it's good if I read it out, because most of the words I'm like, how do you read that? A gay brick sepulchre, then snow against roses. But that's a person. A woman. Yes, it was a dreadful beauty, as far as I could see, and I recalled the stark phrases, which swept 100,000 souls away. Yet I live, I alive. But he was not. The writer had strangely died today. And again they continued this wretched course 3 or 4 days, but they were every one of them carried into the great pit before it was quite filled up. Where was Henry? Oh, this guy is mentioned often. Ah, he was standing by her, close enough to touch the small buoyant face that topped her pillared neck most like a bellflower on its bed. Would he appreciate? Okay, I'm confused. Did he just die?
Yeah, we have one more dead person. Not sure if Henry is the writer or not, or if that is another person.
I feel like they are both dead.
Both dead. Ah, wait. Where was Henry? Ah, he was standing by her, close enough to touch the small mountain's face. So Henry is standing next to the woman.
Mm-hmm.
He should be alive.
Oh, I thought the woman might be death itself or something.
No. The woman is also alive. The writer is dead, and that's a male person, I think.
I think so too. I didn't want
just
to
assume somebody's gender.
I think it was mentioned.
Maybe on the first page. Maybe we should start a page about the writer itself and put everything together we know about him. But we can do that after we skim through, and then maybe pick every page that this person is on. Oh, I love it when other people do stuff for me. Thank you, Brimba.
Not writing the lines.
I felt I was getting my money's worth is also an interesting sentence in that context.
Yeah, I feel like he went to a place in London. Not sure which one.
But he also said London is like that. It accepts the wanderer home with a sort of warm indifference. Does that mean he is from London or he came back home to London? Should we maybe... I don't know how much detail we should go now. I feel like London is where they are right now. So you could probably move this to places instead of places mentioned.
These 3, yes, I think so too.
Oh no. So maybe we can put it here. Yeah, okay. Teamwork. I'm not sure how much detail makes sense now. Should we maybe start another thing where we write down everything we know about persons, like how they look? For example, Casey is a girl. We didn't even know as write that down because Casey can also be a male's name as far as I know. But pretty sure it was a woman. And if someone is described later on, we can maybe link those if we have like a description of the person. Yes, you missed that, Marquise.
Was horrible.
It was okay. It is supposed to be ripped apart. No problems, Marquise. Okay, should we write down more stuff or will we just continue?
I would continue.
Okay.
Next stage.
Wait. Okay, so this is a citation of something, I guess. So
Yeah, that is. But he was not the writer. So the writer is male. And he's dead.
Yeah, but isn't that just...
But it's not Henry.
And
it's another person.
Yeah, and I recall these dark phrases, which swept in 100,000 souls away, yet I alive, but he was not. The writer had strangely died today. That's just a citation, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he also seems dead, though. Okay. Henry is on the very last page, I know that much. And that is why I assume he's dead, because there he seems very dead.
Spoilers.
Yep. Okay, this
Let's start
also...
with a random page.
I mean, all of them are random pages.
No. Yeah.
This also could be the last page, if the writer dies. Ooh, Clement, who is that? At my meeting with Clement yesterday, he had been quite specific. He. From the name alone, I would have thought it's a woman.
Clement Noel.
Hmm?
Clement can be a man's name because there's Clement Noel, a French deer.
Okay. I didn't know that. Can you put female towards Casey's name? Thank you. At my meeting with Clement yesterday, he had been quite specific. Less than 20,000 yards, as average 17,600 to be exact, full ration of the assassin's wonderful substance. A little act of justice at the end of less than a week, and then the glorious stuff galore forever. I felt excellent as I took my second pill. At least I was on my way, for I had come upon the major half of a publishing firm. They had always been very good to me. What with Austin Freeman, Oppenheim, and Mary Roberts Reinhardt. Oh, my mother was loath to have her go away, All the week she thought of her. She watched for her many a month. And then there was a forgotten line. But the red squaw never came, nor was heard or there again. I thought it a pity that Hodder was not there. What a sweet name for a village. My signs are a rain-proof coat, good shoes. No friend of mine takes his ease in my chair. I have no chair. Sometimes I'm so confused by these pages. Okay, so Clement is a person. Of the assassin's wonderful substance. Is the assassin a person? Silence.
Yeah, I needed to find it first.
Oh, sorry.
I don't think so. I think it's some kind of poison. Assassin's substance.
Yep.
Maybe poison.
But I was wondering if it's a poison from a specific person.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand this. Less than 20,000 yards as average, 17,600 to be exact, full ration of the assassin's wonderful substance. What do you mean? 1,000 yards of substance? What?
I don't know the yards thing, but I think it's just a mixture of a poison. So they explain how much you fill in to make it deadly.
But yards is a rather big
thing,
right?
Maybe yards has another translation.
And also, isn't he taking this? It doesn't seem like it kills you. Maybe it's only a drug.
Fair point.
Because he says, I felt excellent as I took my second pill, but maybe this is also leading up to his death.
Yeah.
And then he just starts talking about his publishers.
Some scientists. Freeman, Oppenheimer.
And Mary Roberts Reinhardt. Should we write them down? I will mark them. Not sure if they are really appearing at some point.
I don't think they will appear again.
Maybe we can put them into mentioned. Oh, right. The woman and Henry should be on people present, I guess. Not people mentioned. From the second page.
Ah, yes.
Yep. Because then it makes it easier. Then we can still write them down, but we can kind of forget about them at first, maybe. His mother is also mentioned, but... To have her go away, does it mean Mary?
Maybe another person not mentioned on this page.
Just gonna put her. Mysterious woman or something. I'm not sure if you're writing right now.
I'm not.
Okay. So Hodder is a place, right?
Pretty sure it is, yes.
What a sweet name for a village. Oh wait, mentioned. Guess it needs to be here. I don't know if you heard it, but the Xarian googled about Cain's Jawbone, and apparently the one person that, besides the 3 persons solving that 19 something, it took him like how long? 1 year to solve
6
it.
months of COVID lockdown.
Yeah.
Okay, we have 6 hours. Let's go.
And also the protagonist has no chair. Very important note. Okay. So I will just put down people mentioned. But I think there's a difference in the queen and the queen.
Also, why do you think the maestro is not a person?
Because it says
Jimson seems to be a person.
the maestro.
Jimson, yes.
Yeah, maestro is the title, but there's a name afterwards.
You mean Jimson is a person?
Yes. And maestro is his title.
But wouldn't there be a Beistrich there? If it was his title?
No.
Okay.
Why should there be?
I mean, it reads, I would have preferred the maestro Jimson's title.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense.
I'm not sure, but...
But isn't he dead then? Now that this piled abomination is actually before me. And then there, Shanti tripping from the edge of one puddle to another is crisp. Oh no, this one was the one I thought was dead.
What the fuck does Shanti mean?
Okay, so this is a person. Should we call him Maestro Jimson or only Jimson?
Only Jimson.
Okay. And Sir Roland Mothalorn.
Sir Roland Modelon.
And Sir Roland's father is mentioned. And he's called Sir Whedon. I shouldn't have. Whatever. That's one thing, I guess. And Henry, again. I don't know what these words mean.
So, Roland's father planted a lot of wheat, and therefore he had to mow the lawn.
That's how this puzzle was supposed to be solved. 1930s people would have never thought of this.
That's the true story.
Should we maybe put somewhere that it's raining?
Raining, snowing, or... Ah, it's raining, but the area is snowy.
Mm.
So are they just high up or are they in the winter?
Should we put that into places or?
Yeah, I'm about.
Wouldn't it be here? Like places?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure which person or which people are present here, or if I just mentioned.
Mm-hmm. Wait, where was the rain? Oh, Annie is... Oh no, I don't know what that... Is that a person?
Probably.
Sure.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
And then there's a church mentioned, I guess. What does "she points me gaily" mean?
Maybe she gay?
Oh, did you delete the snowy and rain?
No, you have to. Oh, you deleted it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
Seems
back.
to mean unbekümmert. Gaily.
Ah.
Or joyful, cheerful, happy manner, bright colors, merry,
Okay.
surely.
Yeah, this woman in this is she's very weird.
The
The
music.
queen can do no wrong. The rain that came heavily. Crisps are rolling. Shuddering old thing. I wonder if this makes more sense if you're a native speaker. This is why I was wondering if German would be better.
Roland got air fired.
Air fried.
Air fired, yes. With a cannon.
Yeah, okay, but it's true. We can say we could say behind the church is a place, but let's just leave it at church, I guess.
Zigzag, good music choice.
Yeah.
What
Even
is...
if she doesn't play near right now, the music is still near.
Yes, I mean, taking the part of Lesurcus and mix him up with Lesurc the Hiver. Is that like a play or something?
I would say opera or something like that.
But it's some mixture wine or something. Can't type.
There was one guy called Joseph Lesurcus. Henry Irving as Joseph Lesurcus Dubosc in The Lion's Mail. It's painting.
Wait. Once saw Henry taking the part of Lazarus. Maybe Lazarus was a play and Henry took place in it? Took part in it?
I mean, Lesurcus is apparently a person, or was a person, but I'm not sure if that's connected to the story.
The Cirque de Hiver seems to be a building.
Oh.
Also called Winter Circus. And it's in
Of
Paris.
Turkish wrestling and fashion shows. Okay. In France, yeah. We could... I mean, this place is only mentioned, but maybe it's important. I don't know what to do with this the Lesurcus. Oh yeah, the little boy, you're right. Although he says there was no boy.
Yeah.
Oh, and they are at the sea, right? But she says somewhere into the sea. I turn my head and see no little boy. Perhaps he already tumbled in. Oh my god, why is it alt? So it's raining, it's snowy, and they are at the sea. So I'm not sure what the orange means. And she tells me to mash all with a spoon. How confusing can you make your setting? Yes.
Yes.
The orange is the sun. And what does the spoon have to do with the sun then? Yeah, I also thought like maybe it's sundown or something, but then I was like, what? Also, what's a meshy? But she is so beautiful. Can I suspect her? Yes, she's the killer of all of them. Snowy cumulus are clouds. Also, maybe it's not snowy. Do cumulus clouds produce snow? Oh, it's just big clouds. Quellwolke. Learn things. It's a type of thick white cloud formed when hot air rises very quickly. So it's cloudy. Oh, so in the snowy cumulus above the orange, there seems to be now a hole. So it's just a cloud above the sun with a hole in it. Maybe we put snowy away again.
Yeah, probably.
It's that just means cloudy. I mean, it's rainy, so cloudy is implied. Can we assume above the orange means it's sunset or sunrise? Or should we not?
Interesting. Not sure.
Could also be an orange plane.
I put a question mark.
Orange long range rocket. Wütendes Glühwürmchen.
I'm very confused. Okay, next page. I hated my eye for being caught by what didn't concern me, the powerful grip of the new young man. But it was parading a couple of letters for all to see. Thomas Hardy had been, and my doctor uncle in the war had been just the reverse. And I would have to cut out the stops, I realized futilely, for something vaguely Buddhistic. He went on about Browning. I always used Bisto myself, and anyway, Henry, the angel, was plying his intended fifth with Emperor's peg equal, parts of vitriol and applejack in his case at the top of the ruined lighthouse. I incontinently powdered my nose. He told me that, as far as I could gather, a certain good-looking Evelyn Hope was dead. What hopes? I meant, did one know the family? It was really the way he took it for granted that I would rather hear him talking about Cerebos and Cerebos and Cerebos or something than attend to poor Henry that irritated me beyond endurance. I told you Henry is there a lot. Okay. Henry.
Henry killed them all.
But he's so beautiful, apparently.
That's exactly the reason why he killed them all.
Beautiful people don't kill other people, obviously. Is the new young man Thomas Hardy?
Yes, that's a name. I wasn't sure if the person is present or mentioned.
If the above is like talking about him, then he's present, I think. You said it now, but have you seen Ferret? God damn it. Stop ruining my theories. Some of the sentence structures confuse me. Like this one, Thomas Hardy had been, and my doctor uncle in the war had been just the reverse. What? Is Dr. Uncle a person then? Maybe.
Probably the uncle who is a doctor.
Browning is also a person, I assume. Because it's in capital letters.
It might be a person, but also a machine gun.
It's true. Maybe it's not a person. Depending on what Bisto and Browning means. Bisto is coffee. It's also coffee.
But nowhere any...
Oh, okay, that's guns. And okay, yeah. It's both guns, I guess.
I mean, in the context of a war, I would assume it's guns.
I also don't know what these are about. Like, what's that? Oh, a fifth emperor's pack, equal parts of vitriol and applejack in his case, at the top of the ruined lighthouse. Okay, okay. Now I get it. But what's it? The ruined lighthouse. There's Evelyn Hope.
Dead.
Dead.
What hopes?
So Thomas told him about Evelyn. Do I understand that correctly? Isn't Henry also present?
Yeah, I think so. I'm reading the sentence again.
Yeah, I read it like that too. Thomas won't shut the fuck up and the person would rather care for Henry.
Mm-hmm.
So Henry is present, I guess.
Yeah.
Like not in this very moment, but he's at least in the same vicinity.
Yeah.
So then there's also Dr. Uncle. And the main character, whatever writer was in the war, is male and he powders his nose. Okay.
Is the main character male?
If he was in the war and uses guns in the 1930s.
Okay. Yeah, if he used guns, but maybe it was a nurse.
I mean, the
Where it says, I always used Bisto myself.
yeah, but Bisto isn't a gun. I can't find anything about Bisto. Browning I know is probably a gun, but Bisto.
Oh, Marquis said
no clue what it
it's
is.
a gun too.
Ah.
It was a question.
Oh. It's coffee.
Yeah, it seems to be coffee, but
Oh.
Bistro is a gun.
it is?
There's an arm missing.
Hmm. Okay, I think that's all we can gather from this page for now. Since we're not going into much theory already, right? We will figure out what Bisto means. But it's also, I mean, it says, and my doctor uncle in the war. I was assuming that he was in the war. And therefore I thought it'd be a male.
It seems Bisto was a kind of a spice.
Okay. I should have gotten the English and the German copy. Just to see what it says then. I mean, I can still get the German copy to cross-reference. Maybe that helps. Okay. We got all persons and places and whatever from the other page, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay.
There's also another kind of spice that is called gravy browning, so probably it's just spices.
Hmm. I also don't know why Buddhism is brought into place, but okay. You're guessing Evelyn and Henry know each other? I don't know. Henry is just irritating, I guess. Not sure if he's really
Evelyn
sad.
Is dead.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if Henry's really sad about it. He plays something. Or, I don't know. I mean, he's drinking, I guess? I don't know. We care about Henry later. Okay. I considered that venerable whose winter Achilles thought to take form the lips of Cressida. Why not? I set fire to one end of him, gloatingly, and my nerves benefited. Electric febrifuge may be, but bad for life's pitiful fever. Its active ingredient had finally let me down. I was nothing if not generous. I started my fellow garden enthusiast on the foxgloves. He would appreciate it if he knew. Yes, I was doing my best for the dear girl. I wish I could make up. She would appreciate this. My mind about her. If we did decide, and that weighed with a girl, she would not have to change the initials on her party panties. I thought of the old spare room in this very house where Mrs. Gay used to lie upon her visits. When I was ill, I was put there, with the only dangling bell wire in all the place descending behind my head. I used, of course, to have nightmares of the speckled band and awfully scream down the house. Every time I finish reading a page, I'm like, excuse me, what?
These are definitely some words, yes.
Yeah.
I love that she's called Mrs. Gay.
Yep. At least that's a person.
You sure?
Yes. And
male or female?
Female.
But if she gay? She could be trans.
1930s.
Everything is possible.
Published story in some newspaper.
We are talking about someone in the garden.
Is
also talking about a girl who's
dead?
not married but
No.
almost married to the
Oh, you mean
main
here?
character.
Yeah. On her party panties.
Yeah, if she marries him, she has to change the names on her underwear, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, it says would not have to change.
Oh, wait. If we did decide.
But that's also in the past, right?
Mm-hmm. Incest. Oh.
I'm not sure if this is a joke or... I thought maybe he was thinking about not marrying her. And then she wouldn't need to change her initials.
Yeah. That would make sense.
But that's only the initials, so incest isn't the only possible answer.
It could also be the answer that they just have the same letter as their last name. Then she also doesn't have to change her initials.
Yes.
Okay, so he either marries or not marries her, I guess.
So we know nothing.
I don't know what this word means. Which is, again, venerable.
Venerable.
Which is, again, why I'm thinking of buying the German version, just in case.
Venerable.
The problem is, I know what it means, but I can't explain it.
Yeah, that's the same issue I have right now.
Venerable.
Worthy of reference, commanding respect by
That's a nice word.
According a great deal of respect, especially because of age, wisdom, or character. Is Cressida a person, by the way?
Thought to take from the lips of Cressida. You could say Cressida said something. So I guess it should be a person.
Cressida was a Greek princess. Yeah.
Oh, I think there are poems
it has nothing to do with Achilles.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was a Trojan. That's not really relevant. I think that's just a reference to the story of Troy.
I mean, I know that this name comes up again.
Okay.
She'd be dead for some years, some 1,000 years. Who killed her? Should we start another like column people of the past or something like that? A long time ago. Stories. There are also poems.
If they're important, I would, but I'm not sure if they're really that important.
Since I'm pretty sure that Cressida is mentioned again, it would at least maybe help with putting the pages in order. Not that it's a person that is relevant to the story, but maybe that we needed to find continuity in the pages. That's what I'm thinking.
Also, Zigzag, I have something for you because I just googled Cressida. There's the V102 Cressida, a German Vorpostenboot of World War II.
You could call a thing extras maybe and put Cressida and Achilles as mythological people mentioned, just so we can maybe order it later. Old spare room? Oh, where's that? Oh, about the... I was put... I thought of the old spare room in this very house. Ah, yeah, good call. And in this very house, does that mean he's currently there? Also, what's the speckled band? And awfully scream down the house, okay. Calling card? Can you fix the top column in Google Tables?
Do you mean fix?
Like this. Got it.
Ah.
So that we always have the description. I mean, the old spare room is mentioned, I guess. But in this very house, sounds like he's there, right? The Speckled Band is a Sherlock Holmes short story. Oh my god, can this guy not put so many references in this? Ah. The reference is red.
The main character on all pages the same, or is it different?
I assume that it's always the same because of the description. Because it reads, while the narrator's mind may flit occasionally backwards and forwards in a modern manner, the narrative marches on, blah blah blah. So this sounds to me it's always the same.
Okay.
I know you can't see all the things on there, but if I make it much smaller, I guess you can't read it anymore. The Excel.
I have theories, but I'm not sure if it's already time. I just have a few theories what is happening, but not sure if it's too early for that.
You can tell me. I'm interested. Tell me.
So on a previous page, they said that I don't have a chair. So maybe the person can't move her or their legs. So they don't need a chair to sit down. They always lie on a bed or in a bed. And here it says they are looking out of a window with glasses to the garden, looking to a male person. So maybe the main character is in love to the person in the garden, but he's playing a role where he has to decide if he will marry a girl or, I don't know, make a secret love with the guy in the garden.
Yeah. That makes sense to me. Because when I skimmed through, I saw some things about becoming gay or something like that. I like that theory. Oh, and since he talked about the war, maybe he was injured.
Ah, yes.
I'm still searching for the garden. I believe that it's there, but I don't find it. Ah, there. Yeah, my fellow garden enthusiast on the Foxgloves. Though, wait. Did you read stared? Because it says started.
I started, yes.
Okay. So the... Did we write a girl MC will marry her, a person garden MC is enough with him? Yeah, okay. That's he. This he, right? So then it makes more sense that he's not marrying her, actually.
Yeah, that's why he's struggling to decide.
Yeah. Damn. Easy story. We piece it together and tomorrow we know everything. Oops, sorry. Oh yeah, I wanted to put this very house in places because it sounds like he is there right now. Because he says in this very house. And the house is not mentioned before that. Does that make sense, or should I put it to mentioned?
I don't know. Not sure.
There. Oh, people... Miss Gay is not present, is she? She's not.
No. Or I don't. Yeah, she's just mentioned. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll put the house maybe there for now. It seems to be an old house, right?
Yeah.
I put them together. And it has a garden, apparently.
Apparently.
It does, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, let's... That is basically only talk about the past, not the present, right? This page.
Yeah, this page definitely only the past, I think.
I will put this into time just to... Okay. I think it's so weird that we can already draw connections because we're only at page 6, and that's why I'm thinking maybe we're also very misled there.
Definitely.
Because it's 100 pages.
It's gonna be changing a lot, I think.
I'm sorry about the focus. I would try to make it better, but
it's fine. I can read everything perfectly.
I can read the first half of it, and after that, it's a little bit blurry.
A little bit, yeah, but it's okay.
No, Wesley, quit your jobs.
I only have to stream at 480p and can still read it just fine.
Oh, fair point. I haven't checked. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Was it the quality?
I had it at 360 before and was able to read a bit of it.
I just noticed that I think I'm streaming the music. Oops. Well, whatever. I don't care.
DMCA takedown.
Yep.
Incoming.
Yep. I will just take this down, then put it on YouTube, because on YouTube it doesn't matter because I don't have income of YouTube anyway. Can't hear any music? Okay, then that's good. I think it's there, but well, doesn't matter. Okay. I had gone to sleep the night before after reading Typhoon. It had always struck me as a remarkable work. Now was the hour when Charles Victor Hugo Renard Bensky, had risen untimely for the sake of the investigating judge. But the very phrase struck chill like the step of the firth or fourth above the heart, wading out over the cold dust in the morning. I had investigated, but who would believe an investigator who had not stirred from Baker Street? I was a judge, but with no somber little cap, and no machinery to make my judgments effective. I felt I needed something. Would I be comforted by a juice lime and the concomitant odor? I tried and felt relieved. Someone had advised me a few days before to read Conrad in Search of His Youth, or In Search of a Father, was it? But I had always found Conrad unreadable, as far from English as the poets, and did not mean to try again. Okay, this page only talks about him reading books.
Yeah, I think so too. I was like, is that a name? No. Is that a name? No.
I mean, that's a name, but it's just from the book, the Typhoon, so... Yeah.
Yeah, Charles is the name of a book.
And he doesn't like Conrad, the author of books. Are you sure that that Typhoon is written by Conrad? Because it seems like someone else said, well, but read that, and he was like, nah, Conrad sucks.
Yeah, I don't think Typhoon was written by Conrad.
Yep. But Charles is a person in Typhoon. That's some book, maybe, I don't know. Some quote. And then he says that he doesn't like the books of Conrad, who wrote Youth or Search of a Father. That seems like the titles of the books, right?
Ah. Typhoon was written by Joseph Conrad and published in 1902.
As far from English as the Poles.
So he hated Conrad's books, but now he's reading.
Typhoon was good.
Apparently.
Is In Search of a Father a book by him?
Probably, yeah.
Conrad. Shepherd in Search of a Father. His novels of adventure on the high seas would inspire countless storytellers, including Mark Twain, Ernest Hemingway, and Joseph Conrad. Oh, okay, that's from someone else, apparently. Okay, but that all seems rather pointless. Richard put
Joseph Conrad, Polish-British writer.
Imagine this without the internet in the 1930s.
Yeah.
Like, you read this and be like, who? What?
I mean, Joseph Conrad was a Polish-British writer regarded as one of the greatest writers to write in the English language.
Oh, wow.
So, probably everyone knew about him back then.
I wouldn't have. Do you know what the greatest writer of our time is? Okay, maybe George R.R. Martin or someone like that. But...
No, but there were fewer back then. Also, there weren't as many things you could know about as today.
Yeah, it's true.
Because there were far less forms of media than today.
But I still think that this page is pointless. Though, maybe we can take time.
Yeah, it's definitely the present. Past, I mean, past.
Well, no, but he's writing it now, right? I had gone to sleep the night before, and now it's the night, like the day after he read this book, right?
Ah, oh.
Right?
Hmm.
And I assume it's after he woke up. Where this is written. Whether this be morning or not, I don't know, but...
Yeah, that's actually a good hint.
So maybe we can put next day after he went to sleep. And I would say it's written in the present, but we can just hold on to that. Andreas Gavalier, please no. Okay, but at least there are no people, no dead people. No places. That was an easy page. Or do you want more? Anything else?
No.
Okay. Maybe 10 pages a stream is a good thing. I mean, it's 100 pages, but I don't know if we can concentrate on more. Anyway. Could I be developing a green-eyed streak? I investigated the body before me with the aid of a powerful glass. At least I always thought of it as powerful, because I never could quite understand how it worked. I knew I ought to have the body as long as possible. At last I was satisfied. I measured the distance carefully with my eye. A good 40 inches. I made it. I gathered from his talk that Guido looked his last today on the sausage place. Furtively, I knew how excellent, and that Kilmarnock and Belmerino completely lost their heads. But whether or not this was cause and effect, I couldn't make out. I wished for the 100th time I had a better brain. Later, she was wearing the same bow. I love bows myself. And that time he found them and trimmed the left end. Then he turned what he was holding a bit, so that it pushed its way right through. Then he twiddled the back knobby thing, and Mr. Hall burst in upon us. The knobby thing was black and red.
I think someone is dead.
Yep.
But it's not really mentioned who it is.
I thought it was Guido, but now I'm not so sure. Will we solve this mystery before London? No, because that is like in 2 weeks. Because the start here seems like he is examining a corpse, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree.
And I thought looked his last means he's dead, but I might be wrong. That's why I thought he is dead. That's why I should buy the German version. Kilmarnock and Belmerino are executed nobles. Okay. From when? Is this another reference? On the sausage place. What the hell? 1746. Mm-hmm. you know what I feel like trying to solve this mystery? I know none of you probably saw Bungo Stray Dogs.
No.
But there's a character.
I did.
Yeah, there's a character that can draw you into his novel, and he's called Edgar Allan Poe. And you can only come out when you solve the murder mystery and know who did it. And his novels are so convoluted, complicated, and insane that it's for normal people very hard to find out. And that's how I feel like right now. I feel like that's how it is when Poe pushes you into one of his novels. So is Kilmarnock and Belmerino, are those actual persons now, or?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
I think it's a reference to the dead person, that the dead person looks like one of them.
I thought that he was dead, Guido.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Guido yet.
Also, I gathered from his talk that Guido looked his last today on the sausage place, and that Kilmarnock and Belmerino completely lost their heads. Who is his? Yeah, I also thought that looked his last today means that he died at the sausage place. I understood it the same way. But the sausage place is a place, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Is it a gay bar?
Oh. Now we're going full meta.
I mean, we were talking about him being gay, right? Sausage bar? If that were actual people, I would have thought they killed him, but okay. That would be too easy anyway. And also, she?
Yeah, there's a woman mentioned again.
And then there's he again, like... Trimmed the left end of a bow? Who does that? But this seems like the description of the murder.
Yes. Last part seems like they're describing the murderer. The killer.
So the weapon was a black knobby thing. And Mr. Hall is the person.
Who may or may not killed someone.
He either is the dead one or he is just burst in. I don't know. I know we don't have a thing for things, really. Red is now our reference color, I guess. But I'm gonna mark the knobby thing. We don't need to know how they were killed, I think. Or with what, but might be important.
Where, when, how, and who.
No, it's only murdered person and murdered by.
Huh.
Does he hold the knobby thing? Are you sure?
I think so.
Yeah, it was black knobby thing and then it was black and red. Oh! I think Marquise wants to tell me something. Maybe this was an accident and Mr. Hall is the murderer because he frightened the one holding the knobby thing. And then it was like, oopsie. And then it was black and red instead of only black. Which would mean that she is dead, maybe?
Oh.
So he, Mr. Hall, maybe, not sure, found them and trimmed the left end. Then he turned what he was holding a bit. So she had it on her head. This is what I understand. And he was fixing it or changing it with a black knobby thing. And then Mr. Hall burst in to the room, I guess. And then the knobby thing was black and red because whoever held it slipped and killed the girl.
So maybe note that this page is important. Could be important.
All pages are important.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just nothing and it's just designed to throw you off.
I mean, only because it's red doesn't mean that she's dead, but above there is like examination of a corpse and then description of someone being hurt. But Guido is a male. Are we actually right on this page? Maybe. I mean, do you agree with the narration I just had? That she was at least hurt by the knobby thing because Mr. Hall burst in and this person holding the knobby thing hurt her because he was startled.
Silent. I have no idea, to be honest.
Okay, I will just write the theory down a bit so we remember it, because I bet we don't remember this page after the 100th page.
Yeah. There's a woman mentioned, and after that, more people. He found them, so it's more than one.
Upon us, yeah. But that's probably the girl, the writer, and the person holding the knobby thing.
Mhm.
I hope that's enough. Also, I will quickly go back to your gay theory so we don't forget that either. So the theory was writer is gay and thinks about And then we also had the theory that he's in a wheelchair, right?
Yeah, I have a wheelchair. Yeah, probably
Or,
something like that.
yeah,
Or
he
lying in
can't
the
walk.
bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just put paralyzed, maybe. Okay. I hope I can first read that again and second understand it.
I can't read it.
But we have a bot, so. Okay. So does this now have something to do with this? Is the powerful glass a magnifying glass?
But it's either that or just glasses in general.
Ah, yeah. I also wonder if that person is the girl or Guido, because I still think that his last today sounds like he died in the sausage place. I will just put dead? Question mark. Also okay, yeah, that's the body. That's okay. Okay, yeah. And the woman has a bow.
Oh yeah.
She was wearing the same bow, so maybe that's important because. And then we may or may not have another person holding the knobby thing.
Yep.
We just. You know what I would be mad about? If it was like that this is that like she died and it was an accident and you put okay, it was Mr. Hall's fault because he started them, but the answer is no, it was the other guy because he held the weapon, or the other way around because both would be correct.
Huh.
That would be annoying.
You have to bring the whole book in order.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
So this is the solving page. You need to provide notes on how you found the solution, apparently. And then who was murdered? 1 to 6, then murdered by 1 to 6. And then there's also this page where you write down printed page and then should be for every single page.
Nice.
Okay, this was an interesting page. Good that we had a boring one before. Before the boring one
boring.
is the most important of all. Okay. The sound of the bell as of a boding gnat just came to me. The finger causing it was, I knew, the index of a most skillful hand, one I had commanded, one that would pluck me from embarrassment, and yet one I vaguely distrusted. Really, if the lower orders don't set us a good example, what on earth is the use of them? They seem as a class to have absolutely no sense of responsibility. One had to be in the key for such things. I felt I should enjoy it as I got used to it. The bell again, and then a far sensation of feet. I was glad the man had come. Time was not unlimited. I remembered that when I was returning after a fortnight's absence, during which my assistant Charles Day had deputized for me in my lectures on mineralogy at Peebles University, a tactless hand had left on the blackboard, "Let us work while it is yet day, for the night cometh when no man can work." Feet? In my lectures on mineralogy at Peebles University. Crass suggestions? What? Is Peebles University a real thing?
Probably.
Peebles is a town in Scottish borders, Scotland. The county town of Peeblesshire. There's no Peebles University. The thing on the blackboard refers to the assistant's last name and the professor's last name. Graphic design is your passion? What? I don't understand. You have to elaborate, Maki. You mean because day and night is big?
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart. I'm gonna put that down. And the bell is a doorbell, right? First I thought it's a church.
I also thought it's a church first. Not sure if it's a doorbell.
Because it says the bell again and then the far sensation of feet, then I thought maybe it's a doorbell instead of a church bell. And then I was glad the man had come. That's why I thought doorbell. Is that his gay boyfriend though? So that means the pre-war the MC was a professor in mineralogy? That would make him quite old, wouldn't it? I could be. Oh, our old man unable to walk? Yeah, we were presuming maybe he was hurt. But yeah, sure. Okay, so we have people present. I mean, okay. People mentioned is of Charles Day. Oh. Wait, we're on page 9. Never mind. You already wrote that down. Are they gay? Am I seeing too much gayness everywhere?
Yes.
But why would he leave a cryptic message like that and then visit him?
Cause he be.
Oh.
And I guess, I mean, after reading the whole page, I'm still thinking that Charles is visiting him and he rang the doorbell. So, which means this guy is at home. Attack this hand could have been a student. Oh, it's a school bell. God damn it, too many bells.
School or university bell.
At first thought he talks about his own hand. But I'm not sure if that makes sense. But it's a doorbell. It's a doorbell. You know why? The sound of the bell as of a boding gnat just came to me. The finger causing it, pressing the doorbell. It was, I knew, the index finger of a most skillful hand, once I had commanded. Make sense?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
No. Alright, so it's a doorbell because the sound of the bell as of a boding nod just came to me. The finger causing it was, I knew, the index of a most skillful hand. The index finger pressing the doorbell. Like.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it's a doorbell and not another bell.
Yeah.
Which would also lead me to believe that he's at home. So it's just... Or at least somewhere where he has a door with a name on, with his name on it. So it could also be his office maybe, but... No, I don't think it's his own hand, because that makes no sense in this sentence, I think.
Is the main character called Knight?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Because I read it like 3 times and I think so. So he's the professor.
Yep.
I thought they were talking about another professor first.
No, I think he, like, as Marquis said, he was a professor in mineralogy, probably pre-war, but could also be after war, I guess, because why not?
Yeah.
On second thought, it can be whenever. So you mean he could be ringing himself? What's the lower orders?
Yeah, I thought first they are in a church, and the lower order is, I don't know, police, someone else with power. Because God is not dealing with a problem, so the human have to do it. So that's why I thought it's a church. With students or peasants.
I suddenly agree with that it's him ringing the bell. Because it makes more sense with the bell again. He rang it again. And then a fast sensation of feet, the person that comes to the door to open it for him. I was glad to mention.
I have a deja vu.
I'm just not sure where he's ringing though, so. But he's at a house or office or something like that, and not just somewhere.
He's ringing his balls.
No. I think during which my sister had deputized for me in my lectures on meteorology at previous university, attacked his hand had left on the. Oh, you mean a student wrote this to call them out? But he also refers to his own hand as he's not trusting it. Actually, I haven't even marked anything. Charles Day. I will mark those two, day and night. I will mark feet as person because someone has feet and is walking up to him. Day as assistant was more lax to the students. People's University is also a place mentioned, right?
Yes. Mentioned, yes.
I need to read the whole page again. What does he mean with one that would pluck me from embarrassment?
I have no idea.
Okay, the reason I thought he wrote this is that he said, like, he told him, I will come later on to visit you. And that's why he now rings. That was my thinking. But it also makes sense that the students were making fun of the two of them. insinuating they had a relationship or something. But that seems like an elaborate prank. But 1930s kids. Or they just meant day is nice, night sucks. God damn it, students, don't write in riddles. But that the lower orders would be the students makes little sense to me, because it says if the lower orders don't set us a good example, why would he take his students as someone who needs to set him a good example? It would be him setting examples for his students, right? So I also more think about authority like police or higher class, royalty or something like that. Let's put the effort while day is there, because by the time night comes around, we are all exhausted. I don't know, I connected this day and night because there is this hidden name thing, more like a secret message, but yeah. I'm also not sure what he means with I felt I should enjoy it as I got used to it. To what? Oops. Okay. Super question, but what's a Fortnite's absent? What does that mean? Did he play Fortnite all night, or?
Yes, all night.
What does Fortnite mean?
It's probably just a time period.
A period of 2 weeks.
Ah, yeah. Easy.
So he was away for 2 weeks.
Yeah, he was away.
That's really important that it's like a specific time frame.
He was away, and his assistant took over his class in the university.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'll be away now.
Alright, no problem.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Okay, we will figure this out at some point. Maybe not. Then came Hyacinth's day. He laughed when he remembered that as we were walking around the garden and said it was too late for Jasmine's day at any rate. I liked to hear him laugh and thought it was absurd for him to be called after what the man Boots didn't understand. The latter's way of expressing himself seemed to me childish. Why should we, of all people, use singular for plural and plural for singular? They went back 2 days and formulated their bet. Tita could have howled. If he got the third point, she'd owe him a box of 100 Egyptian cigarettes, Gordolis, and if she won, he'd give her 3 pairs of Adam Dawn mist, 10 inches. They looked so bright about it all. She dropped long seed pearl things right over the soup. Eardrops, as my mother had called them. I never could abide, probably because I belonged to the other side of the family. My mistress wore them. Was it for that I had begun to tire of her already? Oh, did he marry her?
So Hyacinth, what it's called? Probably the person from the garden.
Hyacinth, you mean? Or
yeah, Hyacinth.
It's weird because isn't that a girl's name? I mean, it's also a flower. It says jasmine. So I'm not sure if this is our persons or flowers.
Yeah. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. So it's a time in the year where the flower blossoms.
And wasn't he on about his like the man he liked from the gardens, like flowers, and he also started to get an interest in flowers? It's probably maybe even the same garden here.
And it was too late for Jasmine's day. So it's probably some period spring between, I don't know, something.
Okay, let's see. Here in bloom time. Early to mid-spring. And then jasmine. From spring until well into fall. Isn't that the wrong way then? Huh? Now I'm confused.
It's probably somewhere in the spring, but we're not sure.
Spring until fall and goes into a rest period in October. And then early spring, mid-spring at the latest for hyacinth. So maybe it's after October. Like it's the other way around. Before jasmine is blooming again in mid-spring. Or late spring. So it's mid-spring maybe. I don't know.
It's late, early mid-spring.
And I'm very sure that he is the same guy from the other garden thing.
Yeah.
Which color did I give time? Orange. I liked to hear him laugh, and though it was absurd for him to be called after the man Boots, didn't understand. I don't understand that sentence. Boots is a person. Yeah, I also thought so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Maybe he just calls him gay. Okay, let's say Boots is a person that's mentioned. But they are in the garden right now, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And Boots talks like very, how do you say it, hochgestochen? Because he is plural. Why should we of all people use singular for plural and plural for singular? So maybe he's like royalty or aristocratic or something like that.
Yeah.
And then there's a girl suddenly. She might be his mistress, right?
Yeah, I think that's the woman mentioned.
The one with the
earlier.
panty initials.
Yeah.
And it seems like he married her and he regrets it.
Yeah.
I love how this is the murder mystery, but we're mostly interested in the love story of this guy.
There's no one murdered. They all live happily ever after.
And his mother is mentioned, but I think that's not important.
I don't think so.
But the other side of the family is maybe interesting. That he belongs to the other side of the other side of the family. Whatever that means. And she wears a pearl necklace or something?
Dropped long seed, pearl things right over the soup. I never could abide, probably because I belong to the other side. So I think it's either means that either he or she are from a poor background, so they do that stuff, doing green stuff in a important soup or something like that.
I had the impression he was rather rich because of the house with the garden and... But I might be wrong.
Yeah, maybe he is now rich, but he belonged to the other side, so he was poor.
But then it wouldn't have...
Or it's the other way around. He's rich and his wife is poor or was poor.
Hmm. Hmm. And I'm not sure who's betting there. His wife and the boots guy or his not boyfriend.
Yep.
But I think that's all we can gather from that.
Yep. For now.
You want to continue or should we stop at 10?
No, we should stop
Yep.
for today.
I agree. I'm not sure when I have time to continue, but I'm intrigued, so.
Yeah. Now I wanna know the story.
Yeah, my interest is piqued. So maybe another few hours tomorrow or something. Like another 10 pages or so.
Yep.
Because that will also be shorter than today, because when I started, I still tried to figure out what we are doing, and
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I think that's a good time then. All right. I'm glad you joined. That helped. And it's very interesting. I'm not sure if we can solve this, but maybe.
I mean, don't know.
I mean, I know we can solve this because the great famous brain bug is on it.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Marquise, we will solve this.
All right, then I'm gonna end the stream for today. Thank you for joining. That was very, very fun. And yeah, as I said, maybe another 10 pages tomorrow or something. So, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.